This story dives deep into a tangled financial controversy involving Kawhi Leonard, the LA Clippers, and a struggling environmental company, raising serious questions about ethics and league rules. What exactly happened behind the scenes when Aspiration, a San Francisco-based green business, started running critically low on funds in late 2022? The details revealed are as surprising as they are complex, and they could change the way fans think about NBA team finances and player endorsements. Back in December 2022, Aspiration was facing a dire cash crunch. The company had to lay off a significant number of employees, including some in leadership roles, and freeze outgoing payments. This pause even extended to their major endorsement partner, Kawhi Leonard, the star forward for the LA Clippers, who was supposed to receive hefty payments under his contract. But here's where it gets controversial. According to recent claims made on the Pablo Torre Finds Out podcast, aired Thursday morning, Dennis J. Wong, a minority owner of the Clippers, injected nearly $2 million into Aspiration around the same time. Shockingly, shortly after Wong's investment, Aspiration paid Leonard a substantial $1.75 million. An amount he was contractually due, yet one that seemed questionable given Aspiration's financial woes. This revelation has sparked an ongoing NBA investigation. The league is scrutinizing whether this business relationship was exploited to bypass salary cap rules, which strictly regulate how much teams can pay their players. These allegations first came to light through former Aspiration employees and were reported in detail by The Athletic and the Boston Sports Journal. The background is critical to understand. In September 2021, Clippers majority owner Steve Ballmer poured a massive $50 million into Aspiration, while Kawhi Leonard signed a lucrative 4-year endorsement deal worth $28 million starting April 2022. Notably, Leonard's contract didn't require him to actively promote the company, though there was a clause allowing him to reject any tasks he preferred not to do. Further complicating matters, Leonard reportedly received an additional $20 million in stock from Aspiration co-founder Joe Sandberg's personal shares. Meanwhile, Aspiration became the Clippers' official jersey and arena sponsor through a staggering 23-year, $300 million deal announced at the same time. Despite such high-profile partnerships, Ballmer and the Clippers have consistently denied any misconduct, pointing fingers at Sandberg, who's facing federal fraud charges and to whom Ballmer has alleged he was defrauded. The team claims they have evidence disproving any salary cap circumvention, although none has been publicly released. The NBA has said it requires clear, concrete proof before levying penalties. If Leonard's endorsement deal is found to be a deliberate attempt to skirt salary rules, the consequences could be severe: heavy fines, loss of draft picks, or even voiding Leonard's contract. Delving deeper, 2 former Aspiration finance officials shared behind-the-scenes insights on the podcast, bolstered by company bank statements. Wong, who owns a 1% stake in the Clippers and counts Ballmer as a college roommate, made his initial $2 million infusion into Aspiration on December 6, 2022. A time when the company's financial health was visibly declining. Leonard's uncle and business manager, Dennis Robertson, had expressed frustration over missed quarterly payments. Yet, on December 15th, the same day Aspiration laid off about 100 employees, roughly 20% of its workforce, Leonard received the delayed $1.75 million payment. One anonymous former employee called this sequence beyond shocking, emphasizing how unusual it is for an already cash-strapped company to receive an investment, apparently from a Clippers affiliate, and then immediately make a large payment to Leonard. Another source echoed the sentiment, pointing out that investing $2 million in a late-stage startup like Aspiration, already having raised $300 million the previous year, felt more like a nominal transaction than a genuine bailout. The NBA confirmed the investigation is ongoing, with spokesperson Mike Bass acknowledging the seriousness of the situation. Meanwhile, the Clippers have yet to respond publicly to follow-up inquiries. Adding more layers, the podcast revealed a confidential stock purchase agreement dated December 9, 2022, showing Wong's investment through a limited partnership called DEA 88 Investments, which bought a tiny fraction, 0.072% of Aspiration. At that point, Aspiration was officially in default. The independent auditor KPMG had stepped down, and the company was facing multiple lawsuits due to missed payments. Leonard's endorsement contract stipulated an annual $7 million paid in quarterly installments of $1.75 million. His first payment arrived a week late in July 2022, and the payments faltered in the fall before the December payout aligned with Wong's investment. One former Aspiration employee described the tense climate. Multiple parties were clamoring for overdue wages and payments, with finances frozen. The whole company seemed on the brink of collapse. Yet amidst this chaos, Leonard still got paid. "There's a huge freeze because there's no money to be spent," one insider shared. And then, lo and behold, Uncle Dennis gets paid. Adding to the narrative, NBA Commissioner Adam Silver expressed caution in a recent statement. He emphasized the need for solid, convincing evidence linking the Clippers, Ballmer, and Leonard before any disciplinary action would be taken. Silver highlighted that public opinion often leads to conclusions without proof, and stressed fairness toward all involved. "We're not a court of law," Silver said, underscoring the high standard of proof necessary. The NBA has brought in the prestigious law firm Wachtell, Lipton, Rosen Katz to conduct a thorough investigation. So, what do you think? Is this a clever workaround by an NBA team to reward a superstar outside salary cap limits? Or just a misunderstood business deal with no ill intent? Could there be legitimate financial justifications for the payments? Or is this a clear case of salary manipulation? The Clippers and Leonard have denied wrongdoing, but with major lawsuits, a bankrupt company, and unanswered questions floating around, this saga is far from over. We'd love to hear your take. Do you believe the NBA should crack down hard on such arrangements, or should the benefit of the doubt be given until proven otherwise? Share your thoughts below and join the conversation on one of the NBA's most intriguing off-court stories.